Admiral He-jin watched the Quantum-class battleships through the reinforced windows of Earth's hidden lunar base, Sierra 7. The massive vessels gleamed under the artificial lights, their dark hulls absorbing and reflecting the illumination in mesmerizing patterns. These ships represented the pinnacle of human engineering, a far cry from the basic rockets and shuttles Earth displayed to their alien visitors. Behind him, the doors slid open with a soft hiss. Captain Ji-yun entered, holding a datapad in her hands. Her uniform was crisp and neat, bearing the hidden insignia of Earth's secret space force. She walked with purpose, her footsteps echoing in the observation deck's silence. "Admiral, the final readiness report is ready," she said, her voice carrying a mix of pride and anticipation. "All 20 battleships in this sector are fully operational. The quantum drives are functioning at peak efficiency." He-jin nodded, his eyes still fixed on the magnificent ships outside. Each vessel was nearly 2 kilometers long, their shapes reminiscent of ancient sea predators. The ships represented 30 years of secret construction, hidden from both Earth's general population and the watchful eyes of alien observers. "What about the crew readiness?" he asked, finally turning to face his second-in-command. The artificial gravity in the base kept them steady, but the Earth hung above them through the ceiling windows, a constant reminder of what they protected. Ji-yun scrolled through her report. "All crews have completed their final training simulations. Combat readiness is at 98%. The new stealth systems are working perfectly. Our friends up there still think we're running basic mineral surveys on this side of the moon." A small smile crossed He-jin's face. The aliens who regularly visited Earth treated humans like curious children, barely out of their cradle. They had no idea that humanity had reverse-engineered key technologies from crashed alien ships decades ago. While showing the galaxy a facade of primitive space capability, Earth had quietly built the most advanced fleet in known space. The quantum cores. He-jin moved to a control panel, bringing up detailed holographic displays of the ship's internal systems. The technology hummed with power, fed by artificial crystals grown in secret facilities across Earth's solar system. "Stable and synchronized," Ji-yun confirmed. "The new containment fields are holding perfectly. We can maintain full combat operations for 6 months without resupply." A maintenance pod zipped past the window, its robotic arms making final adjustments to one of the battleship's outer hull plates. The entire base operated with minimal human presence, mostly run by advanced AI systems that remained Earth's most closely guarded secret. "They think we're simple, Captain," He-jin said softly. "They see our commercial satellites and think that's the best we can do. They watch our space stations and laugh at our primitive artificial gravity. All while this waits in the shadows." Ji-yun moved to stand beside him, both of them watching as another battleship slowly moved into its docking position. "Sir, do you think we'll need them soon? The alien activity near our outer colonies has increased lately." He-jin's expression grew serious. Intelligence reports showed multiple alien empires expanding their territories, some approaching Earth's secret colonies. While the galaxy knew about Mars, they remained unaware of human settlements twice as far out. "We build these ships hoping to never use them, Captain. But if anyone threatens Earth or our people," he let the thought hang in the air. The battleships carried weapons that could reduce planets to ash, powered by technology that most alien species believed impossible for humans to achieve. A soft alarm chimed from Ji-yun's datapad. "Sir, the final system tests are starting. Should I order the crews to battle stations for the simulation?" He-jin nodded. They had to maintain absolute readiness. Humanity had spent generations preparing for the day when they would need to stand as equals, or superiors, to the galactic powers that now looked down on them. Below them, lights began flashing across the hulls of the massive ships. Crew transports moved between vessels, carrying personnel to their stations. Every person in the fleet had sworn oaths of secrecy, protecting Earth's true capabilities until the day they were needed. "Begin the drill," He-jin ordered. Let's show our crews why Earth's secret armada will shake the galaxy to its core when the time comes. Jai Yun saluted and moved to the command console. As she initiated the battle simulation, He Jin watched his fleet come alive with activity. Somewhere up there, alien ships passed by the moon, their sensors detecting nothing but basic mining operations. They had no idea that just a few kilometers away, humanity's real power waited in the shadows, ready to reveal itself when the galaxy least expected it. The quantum drives of 20 battleships hummed to life, their energy signatures masked by advanced stealth fields. In the observation deck of Base Sierra 7, Admiral He Jin allowed himself a moment of pride. Humanity had learned long ago that the best surprises were the ones kept hidden until the perfect moment. When that moment came, the galaxy would learn just how far humanity had truly advanced. Commander Sun Mai stood frozen at her command post as the massive Meridian warships appeared in New Mars colony's atmosphere. Their dark shapes blocked out the stars, casting enormous shadows over the settlement's protective domes. The colony's basic defense systems, the ones they showed to the galaxy, seemed like toys compared to these behemoths. "Ma'am, they're not responding to any of our frequencies," her communications officer reported, fear evident in his voice. The settlement's 3,000 colonists had no idea that such an attack was possible. The Meridians had always seemed peaceful, if arrogant. The first plasma blast struck the outer agricultural dome. The reinforced structure, designed to withstand Mars' harsh environment, shattered like glass. Emergency force fields activated, saving the colonists inside, but Sun Mi knew they wouldn't last long. "Get me Earth Command now," she ordered, keeping her voice steady despite the chaos. Around her, colonial defense forces rushed to their positions, armed with the basic weapons they were allowed to show the galaxy. The real weapons remained locked away, unused, as per strict orders from Earth Command. The holographic display flickered to life, showing the Galactic Council's chamber on Earth. The alien representatives sat in their elevated seats, looking down at her transmission with mild interest. A Meridian delegate smirked from his position. "Honorable Council," Sun Mai began, her words careful and measured despite another explosion rocking the colony behind her. "The Meridian Empire is attacking a civilian settlement without provocation. We request immediate intervention." The Council's head representative, a tall being with crystalline features, barely glanced at the footage of destruction. "Earth and its colonies are not full members of the galactic community. Your species is too young, too primitive to warrant Council intervention." Sun Mi's hands clenched into fists. She wanted to tell them about the real defenses hidden beneath the colony's surface, about the weapons that could vaporize the Meridian fleet in seconds. But those were secrets she would die to protect. "There are children here," she pleaded, playing her role perfectly. "Our defenses are no match for their warships. Please." Another blast rocked the command center. The Meridian delegate stood up, his scaled face showing no emotion. "The colony is in disputed territory. We are simply claiming what is ours. Your primitive species should have checked galactic maps before settling here." Sun Mi's deputy commander rushed to her side. "Ma'am, the inner domes are taking damage. 10 minutes until breach." He slipped her a small device, hidden from the Council's view. A quantum communicator, connecting directly to Earth's secret command. "Council, I beg you to reconsider." Sun Mi continued her public performance, while quietly activating the device. The message was simple: Phase 1 complete. Ready for counter. The Council members began leaving their seats, some not even bothering to cut their transmissions. "File a formal complaint," one called out dismissively. "We'll review it at next month's session." As the transmissions ended, Sun Mi allowed herself a small smile. The Meridians had taken the bait, attacking exactly where Earth's intelligence suggested they would. Now they would learn the price of underestimating humanity. "All personnel, initiate Protocol Shadow," she commanded through the colony's secure channel. Throughout the settlement, hidden bunkers opened. Colonists disappeared into reinforced shelters far better protected than the flimsy domes above. The Meridian ships continued their bombardment, destroying the visible colony piece by piece. They never scanned deep enough to detect the real settlement, hidden safely underground. Earth had learned long ago to build its true structures far from prying eyes. "Ma'am," her deputy reported. "Earth Command acknowledges." "They're saying—" He paused, checking the quantum communicator. "They're saying Admiral Heijin's fleet is ready. They're just waiting for the Meridians to fully commit." Sun Mei nodded, watching as another dome collapsed. The Meridians would believe they had destroyed a helpless colony, never realizing they had just pulled the trigger on their own downfall. Earth's tolerance for alien aggression had limits, and the Meridians had just crossed them. "Send the final confirmation," she ordered, moving toward the hidden elevator that would take them to the real command center below. "Tell Earth Command that the Meridians have taken the bait. It's time to show the galaxy that humanity isn't as helpless as they think." As her team evacuated the surface command center, Sun Mei took one last look at the Meridian ships. They hung in Mars' sky like arrogant giants, unaware that Earth's secret armada was about to turn their easy victory into the biggest mistake their empire had ever made. "Let them think they've won," she said quietly as the elevator descended. "Soon they'll learn what happens when you threaten humanity's children." In the darkness of the underground bunker, surrounded by technology far beyond what the galaxy thought humans capable of, Commander Sun Mei prepared to watch humanity's mask finally fall away. Admiral Heijin stood in the command center of Sierra 7, his eyes fixed on the tactical display, showing the Meridian ships still bombarding Mars. The moment he had trained for his entire career had finally arrived. He took a deep breath, then spoke the words that would change humanity's place in the galaxy forever. "Launch all ships." Throughout the solar system, hidden bases stirred to life. On the dark side of Earth's moon, massive hangar doors opened in the lunar surface. Beneath the ice of Europa, quantum engines powered up. In the rings of Saturn, fake chunks of ice and rock transformed into fully armed battleships. Captain Du Young felt the rising thunder's deck vibrate beneath his feet as the massive vessel broke free from its lunar moorings. Around his flagship, 19 other quantum-class battleships emerged from their hiding places. Their dark hulls, designed to absorb both energy and light, seemed to drink in the starlight. "All systems online," his operations officer reported. "Quantum drives at full power, weapon systems charged, stealth fields ready to drop on command." Do Young allowed himself a small smile. For decades, humanity had hidden its true strength, letting the galaxy think they were primitive newcomers. Now they would show everyone exactly what humanity could do. "First wave, form up on my position," he ordered. The battleships moved with grace that would shock any alien observer. These weren't the clumsy chemical rockets Earth showed to the galaxy. These ships could dance between stars. In his command center, Admiral Heijin watched as signals came in from across the solar system. Hidden fleets were emerging everywhere. Ships that could cross light years in days. Weapons that could split planets. Technology that the arrogant alien empires thought impossible for primitive humans to achieve. "Sir," Captain Jai-Yun reported, "fleet commanders report ready. 200 ships in total, all prepared for quantum jump." She paused, checking another signal. "Commander Sun Mei reports all colonists are safely in the bunkers. The Meridians still think they're just bombing empty domes." Heijin nodded. "Send the order to all ships. Drop stealth fields on my mark. Let's show the galaxy what humanity has been hiding." On the rising thunder, Du Young received the countdown. His crew, trained for years in secret, took their battle stations. The ship's quantum core hummed with power that could tear holes in space itself. 3, 2, 1. "Drop stealth fields," Du Young commanded. Around his ship, space itself seemed to ripple. The advanced camouflage technology that had hidden Earth's true fleet vanished, revealing humanity's power to the galaxy for the first time. The Meridian ships over Mars were the first to detect something wrong. Their sensors, previously showing nothing but empty space and primitive human settlements, suddenly lit up with contacts. Massive ships appeared from nowhere, their technology far beyond what humans should possess. "Send the message," He-Jin ordered. Throughout the solar system, on every frequency the aliens used, humanity's voice rang out. "This is Admiral He-Jin of Earth's Space Defense Force. You have attacked our colony without provocation. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." On the rising Thunder's bridge, Du-Yun watched the Meridian ships react. They turned their weapons away from the Mars colony, finally realizing the trap they had walked into. His tactical officer reported in an excited voice, "Sir, they're charging weapons. Their power readings are nothing compared to ours." "Show them," Du-Yun ordered. The rising Thunder's main gun powered up, drawing energy directly from quantum space. A single shot could pierce any shield the Meridians possessed. But this wasn't about destruction. This was about showing the galaxy that humanity was done playing weak. The shot passed directly between two Meridian warships, close enough to make their shields flare but causing no damage. The message was clear: we could destroy you, but we're choosing not to. In the Sierra 7 Command Center, He-Jin watched as more of Earth's fleet revealed itself. Ships appeared in perfect formation, their technology centuries ahead of what the galaxy thought humans capable of. Quantum engines glowed with impossible power. Weapons that could reshape reality itself waited quietly, ready but unused. "Send to all ships," he ordered. "Hold position. Let them see what they've awakened." The Meridian fleet, once so confident in attacking a primitive colony, now found itself surrounded by ships that made their most advanced vessels look like toys. On Mars, Commander Sunmai emerged from her underground bunker to watch the show. Through the dust of the ruined fake domes, she could see humanity's real power hovering in the sky. The Meridian ships looked small now, their earlier arrogance replaced by obvious fear. "Send the second message," He-Jin commanded. Again, humanity's voice echoed across space. "For generations, we have hidden our true strength, watching as you dismissed us as primitive. That ends today. Earth is not weak. Earth is not helpless. Remember this moment, for it marks a new age in galactic history." The Meridian ships began to retreat, their engines straining as they tried to escape the trap they had stumbled into. Earth's fleet let them go. This wasn't about revenge. It was about sending a message to the entire galaxy. As the alien ships fled, Du-Yun looked out at the fleet surrounding his flagship. Humanity's mask had finally fallen away, revealing the power they had built in secret. The galaxy would never look at Earth the same way again. In his command center, Admiral He-Jin allowed himself a moment of satisfaction. Centuries of preparation, of hiding their true capabilities, had led to this moment. Earth's secret Armada had revealed itself, and the galaxy would indeed be shaken to its core. Lieutenant Yu-Jin watched silently as her stealth squadron tracked the retreating Meridian fleet. 6 quantum stealth vessels, each carrying weapons that could tear apart space itself, followed the alien ships through the darkness. The Meridians thought they were escaping. They had no idea they were being hunted. "All ships, maintain pursuit formation," she ordered quietly. Her flagship, the Shadow Whisper, glided through space without leaving any trace. The quantum stealth technology made them completely invisible, undetectable even to the most advanced alien sensors. The Meridian ships moved in a tight group, their engines still hot from their hasty retreat from Mars. They had expected to find a helpless colony. Instead, they had discovered humanity's hidden strength and fled in terror. But Admiral He-Jin's orders were clear. The Meridians needed more than just a warning. "Target locks confirmed," Yu-Jin's weapons officer reported. "Their shields are still damaged from their encounter with the main fleet. They diverted most power to engines." Yu-Jin nodded, watching the tactical display. The Meridians were approaching their jump point, the place where they would activate their faster-than-light drives. They wouldn't get the chance. "All ships, prepare to decloak." Weapons free on my mark. Her crew moved with practiced efficiency. They had trained for years in secret for exactly this moment, the time when humanity would finally strike back. The Meridian ships were just minutes from their jump point when Yujin gave the order. Execute. 6 human warships materialized behind the alien fleet, their stealth fields dropping like falling bales. Before the Meridians could react, the first quantum torpedoes were already flying. The advanced weapons, powered by technology Earth had kept hidden for generations, passed through the alien shields as if they weren't there. Direct hits, the tactical officer reported with satisfaction. Their engines are disabled. Shield generators failing. Across all frequencies, Admiral Heijin's voice boomed. This is humanity's response to aggression. The message would reach not just the Meridian ships, but every alien vessel and colony within 50 light years. The Meridian ships tried to fight back, their weapons looking primitive compared to Earth's quantum technology. Their energy beams splashed harmlessly against the Shadow Whisper's advanced shields. Yujin almost felt sorry for them. Almost. Target their weapon systems, she ordered. Disable, don't destroy. This wasn't about revenge. This was about sending a message to the entire galaxy. Humanity would no longer tolerate being treated as primitive or weak. Her squadron moved with perfect coordination, their attacks precise and overwhelming. Quantum beams sliced through alien armor, destroying weapons, but leaving crew sections intact. The Meridians had never seen anything like it. Ma'am, we're receiving surrender signals from 3 of their ships, communications reported. On the tactical display, the Meridian vessels were powering down their remaining systems. Accepting defeat, Yujin opened a channel to the alien ships. This is Lieutenant Yujin of Earth's Space Defense Force. Your surrender is accepted. Prepare to be boarded. The fear in the Meridian captain's voice was clear as he responded. How? How did humans develop such technology? The Council said you were primitive. The Council was wrong. Yujin replied simply. Earth has never been primitive. We just let you think we were. Across the communication channels, reports were coming in from across the solar system. Earth's hidden fleets were revealing themselves everywhere, showing the galaxy the full extent of human military power. Ships that could cross between stars in days, weapons that could reshape reality, technology that the arrogant alien empires had thought impossible. Boarding teams ready, her security chief reported. The Meridians won't resist. They're too shocked. Yujin watched as her crews secured the alien vessels. In a single day, humanity had gone from being seen as a primitive species to revealing themselves as one of the most powerful forces in known space. The galaxy would never be the same. Send word to Admiral Heijin, she ordered. Tell him the Meridian fleet is neutralized. Earth's stealth capabilities have been demonstrated. She paused, looking at the disabled alien ships. And tell him the message has been received. The galaxy now knows that humanity is not to be underestimated. As her teams worked, Yujin allowed herself a small smile. Generations of secrecy had led to this moment. Earth had waited, watched, and prepared. Now, finally, the galaxy would learn what humanity was truly capable of. The age of hiding was over. The age of human power had begun. From his command center, Admiral Heijin's voice came through one final time. Well done, Lieutenant. Let this be a lesson to any who would threaten Earth or its colonies. We are not weak. We are not helpless. We are humanity. And we will be respected. The Shadow Whisper's quantum engines hummed softly as Yujin prepared to escort their new prisoners back to Earth. The galaxy was changing, and humanity had just shown everyone exactly where they stood in the new order. Ambassador Minji walked into the Galactic Council chambers with measured steps, her traditional diplomatic robes hiding a cutting-edge quantum computer and personal shield. The same alien representatives who had dismissed Earth's plea for help now watched her with a mixture of fear and respect. The council chamber buzzed with nervous energy. Holographic displays showed footage of Earth's revealed fleet, ships that seemed to appear from nowhere, technology that should have been impossible for primitive humans to create. The Meridian delegation's seats stood empty, their empire having withdrawn all representatives after their humiliating defeat. The Council recognizes Earth's ambassador Minji, the crystalline chief counselor announced, their voice lacking its usual condescending tone. The chamber fell silent as Minji took her place at the speaker's podium. "Honored Council," she began, her voice clear and strong. "For generations, you have viewed Earth as a primitive world barely worth your notice. You dismissed our achievements, ignored our rights, and most recently, refused to help when our colonies were attacked." She paused, letting the words sink in. That was a mistake. The alien representatives shifted uncomfortably. Footage of Earth's quantum battleships played behind her, showing technology that rivaled or surpassed anything the Council races possessed. "How?" a reptilian delegate demanded. "How did you hide such advancement from our sensors, from our observers?" Minji allowed herself a small smile. "While you watched our primitive rockets and basic satellites, Earth's real technology remained hidden. You saw what we wanted you to see. Nothing more." In a private chamber adjacent to the Council Hall, trade representatives from 12 major spacefaring races waited anxiously. Each carried offers of alliance, technology exchange, and trade agreements. The same species that had previously refused to share advanced technology with primitive humans now desperately wanted access to Earth's quantum engineering secrets. "Earth has never been primitive," Minji continued. "We simply chose to wait and watch, to learn from your successes and your mistakes, to prepare ourselves for the day when we would take our true place among the stars." A holographic message appeared on her private display. Admiral Hejin reporting that 3 more alien empires had requested defensive pacts with Earth. The balance of power in the galaxy was shifting by the hour. The Artaxian delegate, representing one of the oldest spacefaring races, stood to speak. "We acknowledge Earth's unexpected advancement, but surely you understand our concern. Such military power, hidden for so long." "Our power was hidden," Minji interrupted, "because you gave us no choice. Your species treated humanity as children, denying us equal status, refusing trade of advanced technology. We adapted. We survived. We advanced on our own." Through her quantum communicator, Minji received updates from Earth's diplomatic corps. The Meridian Empire had offered reparations for their attack, desperate to avoid further confrontation. 6 different alien races had already proposed military alliances. "Earth does not seek dominion," she assured the Council. "We desire only respect and equal treatment among galactic civilizations, but we will no longer tolerate being dismissed or threatened." The chief counselor's crystalline form shifted colors, a sign of stress in their species. "The Council proposes immediate recognition of Earth as a full member of the galactic community, with all rights and privileges thereof." Minji nodded gracefully. "Earth accepts, with conditions. All human colonies will be recognized as sovereign territory. Our technology remains our own, to share or withhold as we choose. And any future aggression against Earth or its people will be met with the full force of our fleet." The Council chamber erupted in discussion. Species that had once looked down on humanity now competed to establish friendly relations. The politicians who had dismissed Earth's plea for help now scrambled to explain their actions. In her private thoughts, Minji allowed herself a moment of satisfaction. Humanity had played a long game, pretending to be primitive while building their strength in secret. Now they would help shape a new galactic order, one where Earth stood as an equal among the stars. "Let this mark a new era in galactic relations," she announced. "Earth extends its hand in friendship to all peaceful species, but never forget what happened to the Meridians when they chose aggression over diplomacy." As the Council session ended, Minji made her way through crowds of alien representatives, each trying to arrange private meetings. Earth's mask had fallen away, revealing not just military might, but diplomatic power as well. Her quantum communicator chimed with a message from Earth Command. "Phase 3 complete. The galaxy has received our message. Minji smiled. Humanity had transformed from a dismissed primitive species to a major galactic power in a single day. Now the real work of reshaping the galaxy's political landscape could begin. The once mighty Meridian Empire had retreated in shame, their military humbled, their political influence shattered. But Minji knew this was just the beginning. Earth's revelation would send shockwaves through galactic politics for generations to come. And through it all, humanity would remember the lesson they had taught the galaxy. Never underestimate those you think primitive, for they may be hiding powers beyond your imagination. Commander Tahoe stared at the sensor readings aboard his scout ship, Distant Star, his hands gripping the console tightly. The quantum sensors, far more advanced than anything Earth publicly admitted to having, showed something that made his blood run cold. A massive object, larger than any known ship or station, was moving through deep space toward the galaxy's outer rim. "Run the scans again," he ordered, though he already knew what they would show. His crew, the best deep space scouts in Earth's hidden fleet, worked quickly to confirm the readings. "Sir," his sensor officer reported, voice shaking slightly, "the energy signature matches the historical records. It's them. The Devourers have returned." The Devourers were more than just an enemy. They were a legend, a horror story told by the oldest spacefaring races. They had appeared once before, 10,000 years ago, consuming entire star systems and leaving only dead worlds in their wake. Now they were back. Tahoe activated his quantum communicator, linking directly to Earth Command. Priority 1 alert. Authentication code Omega-73. We have confirmed Devourer signatures in the outer rim. Size estimate suggests a full harvest fleet. The response was immediate. Admiral Heijin's voice came through, tight with concern. "How long do we have?" "At their current speed, 3 months before they reach the first inhabited systems. They're following the same pattern as before, targeting the most populated worlds first." Around him, the Distant Star's advanced systems gathered more data. The ship, disguised as a simple research vessel to any watching eyes, carried sensors that could detect ships light years away. Now those sensors showed humanity's worst nightmare approaching. "All scout ships, fall back to secondary positions." Tahoe ordered his fleet. "Maintain observation, but do not engage. We need to see their full strength." The quantum displays showed more details with each passing moment. The Devourer fleet was massive, planet-sized ships that literally ate worlds, breaking them down for energy and resources. The old races had barely survived their last visit. Many hadn't survived at all. "Commander," his communications officer called out, "we're receiving signals from multiple alien fleets. They've detected the Devourers too." Everyone's pulling back. Tahoe watched as ships from every major species in the galaxy began retreating from the outer rim. The same aliens who had once dismissed humanity as primitive were now running in terror from an enemy they couldn't hope to fight. Admiral Heijin's voice came through again. "Commander, hold position. Earth Command is contacting the Galactic Council now. Your data may be our only chance to unite the galaxy against this threat." In the ship's tactical room, Tahoe reviewed the historical records. The last time the Devourers came, they had destroyed 1/3 of all inhabited worlds before the ancient races managed to drive them back. This time, their fleet was even larger. "Sir," his tactical officer reported, "preliminary analysis suggests our quantum weapons might be effective against their shields. Earth's hidden fleet might be the only force in the galaxy with the technology to hurt them." The irony wasn't lost on Tahoe. Humanity had hidden its true power for generations, building weapons and ships in secret. Now those same hidden forces might be the galaxy's only hope for survival. "All ships begin collecting tactical data," he ordered. "I want everything. Shield frequencies, weapon capabilities, fleet movements. If we're going to fight these things, we need to know everything about them." His quantum communicator activated again, showing a hologram of Ambassador Minji addressing the Galactic Council. Even through the projection, he could see the fear in the alien representatives' eyes as they watched footage from his scout ships. "The threat is real," Minji was saying. "The Devourers have returned. Earth offers its full military strength to defend not just our worlds, but all worlds. The time for division is over. We must stand together." Taiho watched as former enemies began pledging their forces to a united defense. The Meridian Empire, still smarting from their defeat by Earth's fleet, was the first to offer their full military support. Others quickly followed. "Commander," his first officer reported, "we're receiving tactical data from alien fleets. They're sharing everything they have about the First Devourer War." For the first time since detecting the threat, Taiho allowed himself a small smile. The galaxy was uniting, sharing secrets and technology they had hoarded for millennia. Earth's hidden fleet would lead the defense, but they wouldn't fight alone. "Send word to Earth Command," he ordered. "Tell them the distant star and her squadron will maintain observation of the Devourer fleet. And tell them," he paused, looking at the tactical displays showing the massive enemy approaching, "tell them to prepare everything we have. We're going to need every ship, every weapon we've hidden all these years." As his scout ships tracked the approaching doom, Taiho knew the galaxy would never be the same. Earth had revealed its power just in time to face the greatest threat any species had ever known. The Devourers were coming, but this time, humanity would stand with the galaxy to face them. In the endless dark of deep space, Commander Taiho and his crews watched and waited, gathering the information that might save not just Earth, but every living world in the galaxy. The time for secrets was over. The time for survival had begun. Admiral Hejin stood on the observation deck of his flagship, watching as ships from every species in the galaxy moved in perfect formation around Earth's quantum fleet. The battle against the Devourers had changed everything. Where once there had been distrust and secrecy, now there was unity and shared purpose. The final battle had lasted 7 days. Earth's hidden technology, combined with the united strength of all galactic civilizations, had finally broken the Devourer fleet. The cost had been high. Thousands of ships lost, dozens of worlds scared, but survival had been worth the price. Admiral, Captain Jai-Yun approached, carrying reports from across the fleet. "The last Devourer ships have been confirmed destroyed. The cleanup operations are proceeding as planned." Hejin nodded, his eyes fixed on the vast array of vessels before him. Human quantum battleships flew alongside Meridian cruisers, their old enmity forgotten in the face of a greater threat. Ancient Artaxian dreadnoughts shared formation with ships from the youngest spacefaring races. "What about the technological integration?" he asked, turning to face his captain. The victory had only been possible because Earth had finally shared its advanced quantum technology with their allies. "Better than expected," Jai-Yun reported. "The alien crews adapted quickly to our quantum systems. Several species are already proposing joint research projects." She paused, checking another report. "The Meridians are particularly eager to work with us." A small smile crossed Hejin's face. The same empire that had once attacked Earth's colonies now sought to become their closest allies. The battle against the Devourers had reshaped more than just military alliances. Through the quantum communications network, reports came in from across the galaxy. Commander Sunma's forces were helping rebuild damaged colonies, regardless of which species had settled them. Captain Du Yum's squadron was training alien crews in advanced quantum combat techniques. "The Galactic Council is ready for your address," Jai-Yun reminded him. "They're waiting to formalize the new defense treaties." Hejin straightened his uniform. The speech he was about to give would shape the galaxy's future. Earth had emerged from hiding not to conquer, but to protect. Now they would help build something new. The quantum projectors activated, showing the gathered council representatives. Every surviving spacefaring race was present, their faces showing respect rather than the condescension they had once directed at humanity. "Honored representatives," Hejin began, "the threat of the Devourers forced us all to change. Earth revealed its hidden strength not to dominate, but to defend. Now we must ensure such unity remains even in peace. The council chamber was silent as he continued. Earth proposes a new galactic defense force, combining the strengths of all our peoples. Our quantum technology will be shared, not hoarded. Our fleets will protect all worlds, not just our own. Ambassador Minji, standing among the council members, nodded in approval. The political groundwork she had laid was bearing fruit. The galaxy was ready for change. The age of secrets and suspicion is over, Hejin declared. We faced extinction together and emerged stronger. Now we must build a future worthy of that victory. One by one, the representatives voiced their agreement. Treaties were signed, alliances formalized. Earth's hidden fleet would become the backbone of a new defensive force, protecting all species equally. It's really happening, Jai Yun said quietly as they watched the proceedings. Everything we prepared for all those years, but in a way we never expected. He-Jin nodded. Earth had built its secret fleet expecting to fight alone. Instead, they had found allies and forged bonds that would last generations. Through his quantum link, he received updates from across space. Commander Taiho's scout ships were already patrolling the galaxy's edges, now accompanied by crews from a dozen different species. Lieutenant Yu Jin's stealth squadron was teaching their advanced techniques to alien pilots. Send word to all Earth forces, he ordered. Our mission has changed. We are no longer hiding in shadows. We are standing in light, protecting all who share this galaxy. The combined fleet moved in perfect formation, ships of every size and design united under a single purpose. Earth had revealed its power just in time to save everyone, and in doing so had found something greater than military might. The next challenge, Jai Yun commented, will be keeping this unity in peacetime. He-Jin smiled. That's why we reveal our remaining secrets gradually. Earth still has much to teach, and much to learn. This is just the beginning. As his flagship led the fleet toward their next mission, Admiral He-Jin felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Humanity had hidden its strength for generations, building in secret while the galaxy dismissed them as primitive. Now they would help build a new order, one based on mutual protection and shared knowledge. The age of secrets was truly over. The age of unity had begun, and Earth would help lead the way into a future brighter than any single species could have created alone.